Hi, love you guys. Welcome to Saga Chess channel. Recently, we are posting the games from FideChess.com Grand Chess tournament. Today, also, we are going to see a game from this event, and this game was played between top players. After round number 7, there are only 3 players. Uh, they didn't even lose a single match. These 3 players are Firuza Alireza, Sasikiran Krishnan, and then Fabi Caruana. On these 3 players, 2 players were played yesterday. Firoza Alireza versus Sasikiran. The happy news about the Firoza Alireza is before starting this event, he was in world number 7, but now he is in world number 5, guys. It is very, very great news for the Alireza fans. And Sasikiran Krishnan, he is well known for his solid play. He is a very good grandmaster from India. Let's see the game between Firuza Alireza and Sasikiran Krishnan. In this game, White played by Firuza Alireza opened with e4, and Black played by Sasikiran Krishnan. He went for e5. So knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. So Italian on the board, guys, and bishop c5. I think this variation is from Jacobian variation. Let's see. After this, Piruza went for c3, knight f6, d3, double o, double o. From this point onwards, these all are very standard moves, guys. And then Black continued with d5. Now the player started to attack in the center. Let's see. After d5, e into d5 was played, knight into d5. So rook e1. So pressuring this pawn on a e5. So Black need to defend this pawn by developing this piece. He moved bishop to g4, pinning this knight on f3. Knight bd2, defending this knight and escape from this pin. Knight b6, attacking this bishop. So if we move this bishop, this pawn doesn't get support from bishop. So let's see. Before moving this bishop, you have to get some tempo, like h3. It was played in a game. Bishop h5. There is no need to take this bishop, because if you take this bishop and knight will take, like knight into c4, knight into c4. Now these 3 pieces are attacking this e5 pawn. It is very difficult to save this position. So in this position, Sasikiran went for bishop to h5. So bishop b3, giving up this pawn. This position is already played a lot of times in history. uh, Mainly Carlsen also played this kind of positions. If you capture this pawn like queen into d3, there are mm, 2 kind of variations. One best move is bishop to c2 and controlling this diagonal. Another best move is knight into e5, so attacking this queen. If you play like queen to f5, knight get pressure, so you have to move back your knight and save your queen also. So knight to f3. This kind of position is very passive, guys. Look, this knight get pinned, and this knight can't move. If this knight can't move, then this bishop is also not developed. But Sasikiran didn't go for this kind of variation. He go for another variation, that is king to h8. White played knight e4, attacking this bishop. So Black played knight to d7, defending this bishop. He don't even care for this giving up this nice bishop, because he need this knight to develop here and put pressure on center squares. That's why he played knight to d7. After then, White continued with bishop to d5. I like this move actually, because that if you get chance to attack interior, you can go for it, right? So bishop to d5, that move is very good. And then f5 was played. From this move onward, it is completely new game from here. After f5, this ec square is getting weak, guys. So if you spot this ec square, you can go for it, right? So Alireza continue with knight to g5, and now the idea is giving fork to this queen and rook. In this position, Sasikiran went for h6. He want Alireza to give the fork, so Alireza went for it, knight e6, queen f6, knight into f8, so rook into f8. After rook into f8, look guys, the position is very active for black but not for the white. Even though black is extended down, his pieces are really doing great. So in this position, there is only one move that gives Alireza a plus. That move is, can you guess it? That move is d4. In after d4, black went for e4. So attacking this knight as well. If you think you can capture this pawn, right? The thing is, if you capture this pawn, there is another good variation, that is rook to e6 attacking this queen. You don't have much squares, you have to move back, and queen to d8. After this, bishop into c6, b into c6, bishop into h6. This game is really collapsed, and white is very active after this position reached. So that's why this variation is not good for black. That's why he didn't capture this pawn on d4. So he played e4, attacking this knight. In this position, Alireza go for d into c5. Now the problem is you can capture this knight using this pawn, but the bishop all the way back to capture this pawn, and the position is very favorable for white. That's why in this position Sasikiran went for a knight to e5 square, and putting more pressure on this knight. From this move onwards, the position get very heated up. So stay tuned guys. In this move, Alireza went for giving up his queen, that is knight into e5. He want some pieces for his queen. So after knight into e5, bishop into d1, that is a forcible move. After bishop into d5, knight go for another fork. Now queen has to move. After queen d8, in this position you right away go for knight into f8, but the problem is if you capture knight into f8, a queen will capture this bishop on d5, and it will support this bishop as well, so you can't capture this bishop back. That's why in this position Alireza go for first capturing this knight um, in c6 by bishop into c6. After bishop into c6, rook comes to e8, and then Alireza captured this bishop on d1. So b into c6. In this position, Alireza go for bishop f4. Look guys, black has only queen and rook, but white has two pieces for this rook, and two rooks for this queen. So let's see how Alireza continuing this game. After then, queen h4 was played, attacking this bishop on f4. So b into c6, capturing the pawn. e3 was played. So there is nothing much to do, because you have to open up the position and weak the king side, right? That's why Sasikiran went for e3. Alireza played f into e3, rook into e3, rook d4. So Alireza finally lifting his rook. He want to develop his rook on d5. Black can go for rook to d1, but the problem is after exchanging the rook into e1, queen into e1 check, king h2. This diagonal is controlling by the bishop, so there is no more check available for a queen to give. That's why the Sasikiran didn't go for this position, and he played to e7. Bishop f4 was played, attacking this rook. Rook e2, attacking this pawn on b2. So b4 was played. So queen e8. The plan is coming to b6 square and giving checkmate, right? In this position, Alireza went for rook to f1, queen e6. So now the Alireza has the final chance for him to exchanging this rook. If he managed to exchange this rook on e2, then he get super position to play. That's why he played rook to f2, rook into f2, king into f2, queen captures a2 check. So Alireza give up here pawn. But look guys, these pieces are really very active. So Alireza go for it. So in this position, he went for bishop to e2, supporting this c3 pawn. Queen e6 was played, c4. So don't allowing this queen again come to this a2 square, and you have to push this pawn, right? So this is the way to go. In this position, Sasikiran went for a6. white played bishop to f4, queen e7, b5. So he into b5, c into b5. In this position, the you can't capture this pawn on b5, because the problem is if you capture this pawn on b5, there is a good move for white, that is c6. This pawn is unstoppable because this square is covered by this bishop. Next move, knight will come to this square and control this square. That is unstoppable. That's why in this position, Sasikiran don't go for c into b5, so he go for queen e6, b6. So now the pawn get paused on b file. Sasikiran go for queen b3, defend this pawn to go to b2. In this position, Firuza go for king to g1. Nice menu, nice idea. If the king reaches the h2 square, there is no way for black to give check. So that's why the king g1 is good maneuver. After king g1, g5 was played, attacking this bishop. Bishop go for bishop to d2. Now g4. So finally he reached the king side to attack. After g4, rook b4 was played, attacking this queen. Now queen comes to queen to d1, checking the king and attacking the bishop. So white played king to h2. In this position, guys, there is another variation like a queen into d2 can play, but the problem is uh, it will won't stop this pawn become queen like b2. If you capture this rook also, there is a queen promotion. If you capture this queen back, a knight into, and you will going to lose this pawn, and eventually white has a pawn up, so he will win this match easily. So that's why he don't go for straight away queen into d2. So he go for a g3 check, king into g3. Now f4 check, king to h2. Very silent move. After this position, queen into d2. Um, d7 was played. In this position, Sasikiran resigned the game and Alireza won the game. So I think we all enjoy this game. See guys, grandmasters are always ready to give up their pieces if they get a good position. So be aware of it and have a good day. Thank you all. Bye.